Hey guys, and welcome to part 8 of the Resident Evil 6 playthrough. We are now coming through the nasty town of China to get to our rendezvous point to catch up with Simmons.
The nasty town of China?
Yes. Well, this place is empty. Look, there's chickens flying all over the place. There's creatures running over the place.
Oh fuck me, what's that?
That will come up to part later on. Of course there's trouble, there's a dead body.
Did they just want to give him a hug then ran away?
Looks like it, or maybe it's just a big ass. Maybe it just went up to him saying, "Let me get you my big ass lips. Buck up, sweetie, buck it up."
Oh, that's disgusting. So are those keys on the map?
That's supposed to be symbols because we need to find 3 keys to open this lock.
What the fuck? What's that?
This is your creature for this part of the game. Rascapangis.
That is disgusting.
Oh, it gets worse.
Guess that's why the whole street is on lockdown. Residents are trying to keep it out.
This thing you cannot kill.
It's invincible?
Well, it'll break apart into pieces, but it will eventually come back. So the best part to do about this section is just avoid them. Avoid them like the goddamn plague. And these creatures also have an insta-kill where it goes into very alien territory. Where basically what it does is that once it grabs you, and if you fail the Q to E, it's that tongue that we saw earlier, that goes into your throat, and then what happens? Your face is screwed up, and a newborn comes out your chest.
Oh.
Straight out of Alien. Hello, dead guy.
Where'd he come from?
He probably was drunk on top of the rooftop there and took a tumble. So like I said, we now have to find 3 keys, which are very... Well, this maze is kind of confusing. Like, you have to go onto the roof to get to another section because it's blocked off by a gate that you can't unlock until you're on the opposite side. You know, general shite like that. Now, you can delay these creatures if you want, but since they just come right back up after they're broken apart, after some time you'll be wasting bullets at this point. So just avoid them.
It does seem quite tense, like, you can't really do anything against these creatures and they're just chasing after you the entire time.
Well, they don't run actually, they walk in a steady pace. And that noise they make as well. So see what I mean, you can do this to them and then they become a problem, but then they'll just come right back up. So you see that one's turning white, that means it's temporary down, but it will come back up once it's regenerated itself. And yes, they can actually chew off their hands and their hands become they crawl on the floor.
Jesus Christ. So how did those things come to be anyway?
C-virus.
Yeah.
There's your ultimate plot point right there. I would imagine that this is one of the rare mutations where it takes a long time to kick in. Or one of those rare needle injections where it's like 1 out of 100, one person will turn into this. Yeah, there's a Chinese poster. I wonder if Jackie Chan's on that film there.
I get the feeling that that's like some sort of reference to like a movie or something like that.
Probably.
Go the fish.
Aye. At least, yeah, these will all be dead by now. For market. Considering we're in the middle of a market anyway. Oh, by the way, I saw this, one time on Facebook, I saw this really weird thing. You know in Japan or China, they always have these, fish markets where there's the fish, they catch the fish and then they put them on metal trays and then sell them on the street.
Yeah.
There was one that there was a fish, they cut them in half, right? But this fish was cut in half and was still alive, flopping.
Oh, God, no.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Have you seen those weird things where it's like it's a dead octopus, but they put like this sort of sauce on it, which causes like the nerves, like inside the octopus, to like still work, so it looks like it's still alive.
Oh god,
but
no.
It's actually dead.
Ugh.
It is the freakiest thing you'll ever see.
This is why I stopped eating fish. Now that we got all 3 keys, let's get the fuck out of here. What am I? Past Andrew, what are you doing? Oh, the hand on the floor there.
Did that come out of a pig's head?
No, it was. Remember, I'd said they chew off their hands and they crawl all over the floor.
Yeah.
But because their hands are so small, you can barely see it. This is an insta kill. QTE if you fail this.
So would this happen anyway in the game?
Yeah, it's gonna happen anyway. But if you fail, he goes in with you, drags you into that meat grind, and you go into that with him. But if you succeed, you push him into that, and you get to make yourself some sausages.
Yeah,
Looks all clear.
that sounds tasty.
Let's hurry. We don't want to miss Simmons.
Yeah, we don't want to miss that bearded guy.
So, are we going to go find Simmons Cinnamon?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a new tongue twister I came up with.
Is this to go with our new shared universe that we've somewhat created with
yeah.
our different brands?
Simmons Cinnamon to go along with Chip Chippy and Whiskas Whiskas.
Oh no, I thought it was just West guys.
Whiskas.
Let's follow her.
Here we are with Ada again. You know, Ada's really mysterious in this game. She's mysterious as fuck.
I should put like a giant question mark on her.
What, like, Ada?
Ada!
No, I think that's Ada.
What's going on?
Oh, and someone's shooting bullets out there. Right, now we have to go after Ada to try and find some answers, considering she won't fucking talk.
Maybe she's mute.
Maybe she's like Shell, actually, from Portal 2. She doesn't want to give the satisfaction of a response. Then again, Ada and Leon do have a thing going on, and they love to tease, they love to annoy each other.
Hurry!
It'd be funny if it was like, right, now's not the time for this.
I wonder who those two voices are.
Glad you could stop in. Like what I've done with the place.
Right, these lasers here, they're not insta-kill, they'll stun you. But this is a race, you have to get to the elevator for against whoever those two voices were, they will race you to that elevator. Because those two voices are also after Ada. We have to get to her first.
I bet she doesn't mind who gets there first.
Well, I think at this point she's going into Saw territory because she's going to set us up at a trap. But the thing...
So there you go.
The good thing about this elevator is that if you get to it first, you get to have all the goody stuff first. Like skill points, items, first aid spray, ammo, the lot. Gee, I wonder what room this is with a big number 1 on it. Right, what's gonna happen here is that do not do what we're doing, folks, and when you get to this part of the game, if you ever get a chance to play it, because Ada is going to send little tiny robots that bounce off the wall like air hockey. You know, like those little table hockey things that bounce all over the place.
Yeah.
The robots are going to behave like that, but if they get close to it, they will explode. Now the trick is you can shoot them to bounce off, but see those boxes that we broke? If you decide to not break them, they'll help you as well.
Ada!
Now she's locked. All 4 of us, me and Adele, and including the other 2 voices that we heard in the next room onto the left. Now, it's kind of like hair cocky in a way. We're bouncing these robots towards them, and they're bouncing their robots towards us. So, but because she's locked one of us, she's testing us to see who can hack the door and unlock it first. So now we got a QTE race.
Bypass it manually.
So now we have to bypass the security manually.
They override the security.
This QTE, you just have to press the corresponding button on when the bar reaches it. It's not like one of those where you have to mash it or anything like that. You just press it as it goes round.
Seems simple enough.
What I recommend is you don't try and do it in one big circle. I would say get as many as you can, and then the ones you miss, go back and get it again. Because that circle will go round as long as it needs to until you get all the corresponding buttons.
Oh,
And that's what happens when the robot goes near you.
You're halfway there.
So while I'm hacking the door, Adele has to protect me so I can hack the door. And by hacking, I mean slapping the keyboard.
isn't it funny how that always seems to work?
Or as I call it, Hollywood hacking.
It's funny how like in Hollywood movies when you see someone playing a game, it's so obvious that they're not playing a game. Because when they're like button mashing, like no one plays a game that intense.
And because Ada, no, I'm getting them mixed up. Ada is now, because we've unlocked the door first, she disengaged the locks in room 1. So whoever those two voices are stuck in room 0, and we get to have all the free goodies.
Isn't that cool how they jumped at the same time?
Yeah. It's like, just as we planned.
Stop right there!
They must have choreographed that. What's the word?
Choreography.
Yeah.
Now we have to chase her. Oh goddamn, she's using that smell again.
That's been fun.
Keep in mind that those two other voices that we heard earlier, they'll be out of the room by now, and they'll be racing after Ada as well. It's an absolute race to get to her.
Your friend likes to play hard to get. She always been like this?
Yes.
Don't lose her!
She's been like that since Resident Evil 2.
I won't!
Come on, Leon, we both know how much you want this woman.
There she is. Cut her off. I've got her.
Ah, Chris Redfield.
Is that who that is?
And Pierce Nivens. Members of the BSA, and they're the one to kill her. If you want to find out what that is, you're going to have to wait until Chris's campaign. All that just to say hello.
Chris?
Wouldn't it be funny if they like started laughing and giving each other a hug?
Not like, oh you, how you been?
She could like just walk away.
Well, no, Pierce has got a gun to her.
She's the one who did all this! No, it wasn't her. It was Simmons. The national
It was
security
Simmons. They got a deal with Wesgas.
There were 70,000 people, including the president.
And Chip Chippy was the one that oversaw all of this.
She's working for Neo Umbrella. You know what that means?
Here we go with another umbrella company.
I do.
Just make this one fucking umbrella and there you have it.
We already had an umbrella and they collapsed off screen. This is exciting! Who's gonna pull the trigger?
Captain!
No.
That is one massive flash grenade.
She thinks she's Batman or something?
Yeah, she's got a grapple gun, so she wants to be. Maybe she wants to be a replacement Batgirl.
Helena!
He's gonna kill her!
Chris, wait! We both want the same thing here.
I'll promise you team biscuits when we finish this.
Alright. The BSA
And a bag of chips, please.
Chris! I know you'll do the right thing.
Of course you do. He's Chris motherfucking Redfield. He punches boulders. Remember?
Sure we can rely on him.
He's been in this as long as I have. I trust him.
Yes, even though both of them, both Leon and Chris have been in the same type of duration of this whole biohazard shit, this is the first time they've met each other.
Really?
Yep. They have heard each other for like telecoms and all that, but they've never actually met face to face.
Helena, come in.
Until now.
If Sherry's intel is on the money, Simmons should be just up ahead.
But they do have one character in common.
Gonna get out.
Claire. Claire Redfield.
What was she like?
Chris's little sister. And because what happened in Raccoon City, remember I told you that Leon was able to not get affected because he slept in on his first day on the job? Mm-hmm. At the same time, Claire was trying to look for Chris, so she thought it would be a good idea to go to Raccoon City as well. And then she bumps into Leon.
I bet she was like, Raccoon City sounds lovely.
But then again, she already had some training from Chris, considering that she went in there with a pocket knife.
Have to worry about Ada later.
Okay, I don't know why Adele's decided to cook some marshmallows and sausages right now, but okay, we've got a job to do.
This son of a bitch.
I guess that's why you grinded that monster. What?
Enough with the innuendos, please. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, well, you grinded them to
Enough.
sausages?
You know what? You're a loss. End of story. Let's move on.
I failed to see what the innuendo is here.
Right, that big building right there. That we have to go. I don't know why Adele just tripped there, but okay. Let's go and get Simmons.
Simmons!
Well,
Are you here for my cinnamon?
I have a good recipe on sale. Why am I giving him an Italian accent?
Agent Burke.
Hi, Sherry.
Timing. Kindly take these two into custody, won't you?
They said you were involved in the terrorist attack. Is it true?
What? Are they running down the street screaming it to anyone who'll listen?
Answer me!
It's for the benefit of the United States and global security.
Can't see how killing the president is good for the country.
Well, it depends if it was President Trump.
Well, we have Leon to thank for that.
God damn you, Simmons!
Dispose of them.
I need to get back to my recipe designs. So yeah, what happens, backstory, for Sherry, she did not know until this point that Simmons is her supervisor.
Okay.
The person who gives her the orders and all that. So she didn't realize what his true plan was until here.
You think you can make it to that
So
door?
it's a liar revealed.
Yes.
Story.
Because I need
Liar!
to take care of Sherry.
Can we wrap this up? I do have better things to do.
What are you two
What a way to put pressure on your competitors. Imagine that in like an exam or something like that. Like you're taking too long and then someone fires bullets in the air. Can we hurry this up, please?
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection.
Isn't it SOS, Leon? Yeah, he's packing 2 guns.
He's packing heat. Oh shit.
Oh. Now, bad news. He's injected with the C virus.
No more cinnamon for you.
She got me.
Is that what happened because of a bad review he got on social media?
Yep.
No, because he's, you know, stereotypical villain. When they get injected with their own creation, they turn into something unique. Because
Of course.
I wonder what he'll transform into.
Cinnamon jar.
That is your ultimate boss for all this horror shite. For once, Leon's here is actually paying attention to physics. I know it's a minor nitpick, but if you play Resident Evil 4, you'll understand. Yes, when our boss fight is on a train.
We can't let him escape!
I'm surprised this...
We're ending this now.
You gotta give the game for the amount of detail, well, things they can put in. I mean, I can imagine the map size for this running train is quite big, and considering it's going at that speed as well.
We're coming for you, Simmons.
Ew.
No.
Trying to pay for everything
Yeah, that's
I've
a
done.
that's a freaking rubbish innuendo there.
Yeah, I know. But I just had to say it because Leon... The problem with Leon is that he's like one of those characters who points out the plainly fucking obvious. I mean, that time, remember in the last part? He doesn't suppose that thing can fly a plane?
Yeah.
Really? Would all passengers get back into the train as standing on the roof is not help to safety regulations?
At first, you'll be afraid. But don't worry. You're just becoming the monster you always were.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone else on the planet.
See, well, I told you what will happen. I foreshadowed what will happen to that glass phone.
You still chase me while that woman is on the loose?
What woman?
That traitor.
The busty from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who knows what she's got in store?
Another team was sent after her. You, Simmons? You're all ours.
Just fucking shoot him.
We're gonna shoot, don't talk.
Exactly.
Had he disclosed the truth behind Raccoon City, the U.S. would have lost all its authority, and the global political order would have collapsed.
So to avoid one possible
Political
disaster, you
shite, political
created
shite,
another?
political shite.
People die.
He had to be stopped! He was leading my country and this world into complete chaos.
Sum up of the entire US politician presidency right there.
How dare she do this to me?
Like how they kind of awkwardly look at each other like, oh, what's going on here?
I told you he turned into something unique, and that's a shirtless guy.
Oh. The fuck is that?
I think this is supposed to be based on a lion.
It's got saber teeth.
Yeah, it's not. Do you know what? It's not been given an official name. They just call it Simmons. So this is one of that because Simmons here. All you have to do is just shoot him enough times until he cools down by going back to his human form. You run up to him and you beat the shit out of him. Rinse, repeat. But obviously, when he's in his lion form, you don't want to go up close to that. Now because we're on a train, he'll switch from places from being inside the train or on top of the train, and that's when you have to, in order to take it, you have to switch vice versa between locations. And this is when the boss fights get a bit tedious. Because it's not one of those where it doesn't have a health bar and you don't know how many bullets it has to take, and then it's not until it gets to a specific section that's when the boss dies. It's kind of like wasting time at this point.
Give me a hand.
It's, well, do you know what it is? It's not like wasting time, but at the same time you don't know if you should be doing it or not. Like, shouldn't the creature or anything like that. Now what you can do is that you can have one person on top of the train or one person inside the train, but we decided to stick together because we thought that would be best. Like a good companion would. Of course, just as we get to the top, he's at the bottom of the train. Now it's going to be a constant game of back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, here it comes.
Watch out for a signpost. Or a train signal.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like, look out behind you? Oh, you ain't falling for that.
Bonk. And yeah, we literally beat the crap out of him. Bitch slap. And after that cutie, he goes back to his lion form, and then it's rinse repeat from here on then. Now you can sandwich him, like, get him in, like, you know, get him piggy in the middle kind of style. Now he's temporarily down.
Lena, are you alright?
Do I look fucking alright?
Nope.
Now Adele's gonna have another cutesy session. She has to run for her life. Because now he grows an additional spine on the top which shoots bone projectiles.
Oh.
So all I have to do is stun him, because if that gets up to Adele, she is dead. Yeah, cheesing him.
It's like a giant dragon head or something.
That's essentially the body of a lion, but his rib cage is the projectile up there, along with his head and lungs and what you call those what's the muscles behind the rib cages?
Like your lungs.
Like, you know those big, you know what I'm talking about, those two triangular organs in your body?
Aye, those are your lungs.
Aye. Right, at this point he's going to fire bone projectiles at you, so all you need to do is just wait until he eventually decides when to stop firing projectiles. Therefore wasting bullets.
He's running really fast.
Well, he's a giant lion.
He must be like running at least like 60 mile an hour.
Now this particular bit, I guess depending on the network that you're in, usually this moment right here is when you usually get disconnected from your partner. Especially if you have like massive lag, because it has to load all that in that lag span. But then eventually it'll just stop trying and give up.
Poor guys.
60 people dead. Right, at this point he's gonna ram our train, and we have to shoot him to storm that. Because if he does run the train, it's game over. Yeah, try and shoot a long guy with a shotgun. So all you have to do is go for one of his legs, so this can happen. Oh, my back!
Curses, defeated again.
Joel Schumacher, get the fuck out of my Resident Evil. There'll be no more Cinnamons left. Right, this right here is bullshit. Watch this.
What?
Yeah. Bullshit. It's one of those times where the cinematography becomes too unrealistic. We're gonna start our own business. Yeah, and that voice gets really annoying, especially considering that what he isn't.
Ooh. That's pretty gruesome.
Now we have to jump off the train. You know, it's a miracle they never hit any of those poles while they jumped.
I know, I was just going to say that.
Imagine all that, they go through all this and they died because of a pole. Well, it's lucky that we were the only two on that train, but we can't say that for sure on the second train that he just destroyed.
Mm.
Oh goody, we've got headquarters on the way. It must be the BSAA.
Did we finish it?
I don't know. But we did what we could. Let's go.
Right, as we continue on to wonder if Simmons is really dead, we'll see you in the next part, folks.